Well, we will go ahead and get started, and we'll certainly welcome any other P4s or Genesis board members who are coming in. First of all, most of you I saw today, right before you took your test. Thank you for attending, and I hope your test went well. Early congratulations. As I told, oh, I think it was George today. Just soak in the next few days because they're going to be a whirlwind and you're truly going to love it. I will let the Genesis board members introduce themselves. Emily, do you want to start?
Yeah, sure. Well, good evening and thank you for joining us. And first of all, congratulations. We know this is a pivotal moment in your journey as you transition from student to pharmacist. So congrats first and foremost. My name is Emily. I've been on the Genesis board for a number of years and I am a 2009 graduate. And I am going to just follow my Zoom screen here and kick it over to Pamela.
Hey guys, thanks Emily. It's hard to believe we're already here, P4 year. You guys were just these little babies when I was teaching you P1 year, but congratulations, you made it and look forward to seeing what everybody does as you graduate. Definitely continue to stay in touch. And obviously, if you're interested in being on the Genesis board, let us know. But this is little Ava here. They're in the pool in this cold weather. Jackson's over there in the little hot tub thing. So we're joining you from the backyard. I will pass to Mo.
Hey everyone, Mo Fredericks over here, 2020 grad. Currently, I serve as a clinical consultant at Becton Dickinson at BD. Went from a pharmacy manager to medical devices, so huge transition over there. So I can understand your guys' transition from student to pharmacist. Didn't do that too long ago, so I'm happy to help you guys out over here on this call with whatever questions you guys have. Congratulations again on graduating from the best school, College of Pharmacy. Nicole?
Thanks, Mo. Hi, everyone. My name's Nicole Therian. I'm also a 2020 grad like Mo. I'm really excited to join you all this evening, and this is so exciting. And I just wish you all the best as you're transitioning from students to pharmacists. It can be an exciting, challenging, very complex time. So excited that you're here with us tonight, and I'll pass it to Christina.
Congrats, everyone. I'm Christina Bumgart, a 2011 grad, here with Trey and Drew, and we wish you the best and go Hawk.
Before you get started, Emily, there's two things that I want to bring up to our graduating students, soon to be alumni. You are soon to be pharmacy alumni at Iowa, and that is a wonderful thing. I'm not sure if many of you know about the alumni directory, but we do have an alumni directory. I'm going to put the link in the chat. That is the directory. If you would like to add your profile to the directory, you can do with that link. And also, please keep in touch with us once you are out in the world. Whenever you have a address change, a job change, certain life changes, get married, have a baby, hang on here. If you let me know that you have any babies, I will send you a College of Pharmacy onesie, a future Iowa pharmacist. I don't know. Oh, that's because my camera's on blur, but there we go. I don't know if you guys can see it, but yeah, let me know if any of your life changes. We want to hear from you. And with that, I'm going to pass it back over to Emily.
Thank you, Kayla. And hopefully we look forward to some of you as colleagues, as several of our members said, joining the Genesis board in the future. So as you venture forth, we want to just take this opportunity for our Genesis board members to just offer some advice, some reflection, some words of encouragement to you as you make this transition from student to pharmacist. So we'll just allow our Genesis board members to make some comments. I have prepared an ode to the class of 2024, and so we'll finish up with that. And then we also want to give you a chance to ask us some questions that you might have as you start this transition into your professional life. So I will open it up to any Genesis board members that want to share some advice, encouragement, words of congratulations.
I can start with one. Some things that kind of were brought up this weekend at Zeta Cooper as well. But honestly, as you may have a plan, but don't worry about the plan. Sometimes the plan doesn't work out. And there are a lot of different ways to get to where you want to be, and you might end up where you didn't even imagine where you would be. So just be open to opportunities and, make sure you say yes to the things that do really bring you like energy and the things that you love to do. So, really excited to see where you guys are going. If you ever need any advice, again, I'm here for you.
Thank
I'm
you so
gonna
much.
add on.
Pamela.
Yeah, thank you, Pamela. I'm going to add on to what you said, Pamela, and it kind of relates to what Kayla said, and that's staying in touch and keeping those relationships going. I think when we had our student panel at the Genesis board this past weekend, one of the things they mentioned was how do we maintain those relationships long term? And that's by staying in touch, understanding who's out there, who's doing what, connected on LinkedIn, Facebook, whatever platform you have out there, because you never know when that opportunity or that individual is going to get you connected with the person that's going to get you to the job you want as well later on. So I think it's very important to just maintain those relationships so you know how to navigate appropriately, because we're a team over here at the College of Pharmacy overall and a family. So the only way to do that is to maintain those relationships so it feels more natural when you recommend or get your ask across.
Thanks,
Mo,
Mo.
I'll go ahead. That was great, Mo. I'll add, stay curious and be okay with if you find something new that's interesting and exciting and it's different than what has been interesting, exciting in the past. That's okay. That's great. There may be folks who are doing things like that, and there may not be, but I think that um, the College of Pharmacy and Genesis Board specifically are here to help if you are finding new things that you're interested in and don't know how to navigate that. So definitely just stay curious and follow what you're interested in, what excites you.
Thanks, Nicole. That's great advice. Christina, are you available to jump on?
Yeah, I echo everything that everyone has said. I think the big thing is don't be afraid to fail. Sometimes we're our own worst enemy. So continue, kind of like Nicole said, continue to be curious and don't be afraid to fail. And Trey says he wants to see too. So there we go.
Well, thank you to our Genesis board members as you're kind of reflecting on that advice. If you have any questions, we'll give you some time to chat with us here. I echo everything that the Genesis board said. I think something Pamela said that sticks with me is don't be afraid to say yes to things, even if it's not something maybe you saw yourself doing initially or seems a little bit challenging. Sometimes those moments lead to the biggest growth and to the greatest opportunities. So there's no doubt that you are well trained and well prepared to tackle almost any professional endeavor. So just make sure you trust in that, and wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. And I think at this time, I would like for you all to turn your cameras on if you can. And I would also like you to unmute yourselves because I am going to ask for some group participation here. So my family has a tradition of writing an ode to signify momentous accomplishments like your graduation here. A couple things that are unique about an ode, they're lighthearted, they are meant to rhyme and kind of have a lightheartedness about them. So I'm gonna kick it off, and then midway through, I'm gonna ask for your participation to fill in the blanks and see how much we really did learn in farm school here. So this is the ode to the class of 2024. To the class of 2024, your time is finally here. The end of your days as a student, the start of your pharmacy career. What does it mean to be a pharmacist in 2024? Dealing with massive drug shortages can be quite a chore. You've spent 4 years immersed in studying mechanisms of action. Does metronidazole and alcohol actually cause a disulfiram reaction? Pharmacy school quickly became second nature, learning compounding skills and drug nomenclature. Ointments, suspensions, and mixtures eutectic, learning statins and ACEs and antipyretics. The white coat symbolic of our trusted profession. Now you will be donned in regalia for your graduation procession. Studying IV compatibility. Will these drugs crystallize? Your patient needs the white pill because they're allergic to dyes. Okay, so this is your turn for some group participation here. So I'm going to start by reading a stanza, and then you're going to fill in the last part loud and clear. So, your fearless leader, Latender, the best of all deans. Clopidogrel, a prodrug activated by CYP.
C19.
And you're awesome. All right, let's keep it going. Doxycycline effective for diseases spread by ticks. Codeine, no analgesic effect until activated by CYP.
2d6.
All right. I'm active against bugs of the Pseudomonal regime. Your favorite fourth generation cephalosporin, my name.
Cefepime.
Fantastic. I am an oral tablet, just made my heart failure debut. No longer just for type 2 diabetes. I inhibit.
SGLT2.
All right. I'm helpful in pregnancy when you're feeling green. Take me with vitamin B6. I'm
Doxycycline.
Salamine. There
Yeah.
we go. All right. Thank you for your participation. I've just got a few more lines in and I'll wrap it up here. It's the end of the road, drugs learned and drugs dosed. So the Genesis board would like to leave you with a toast. We raise our glasses to our newest PharmDs. You've done it, you've made it, you've got that degree. Here's to new opportunities and bigger paychecks. But first, you must pass a small test, the NAPLEX. So here's to you. May your futures be bold. Make us proud. Go black and gold. Congratulations, the class of 2024. Cheers. I'd say based on your participation, you're all on par to pass the NAPLEX hands down. So that's great. I'd like to just take this time now to open it up. If you have any questions or insights that you'd like to get from the Genesis board, we are certainly here to answer any and all questions. Questions, fears, aspirations? Anybody want to share if you've gotten a job where you're relocating to? We'd love to hear it.
So I've
lived in Iowa my entire life and I'm relocating to New Jersey. So any advice about like a giant move like that, moving away from like your entire support system?
I can take that one. So I grew up in the Midwest in Illinois, not too far from Iowa City, and then spent a lot of years of college and pharmacy school, obviously, in that area. And then I moved to Atlanta where I didn't know anyone. I happened to move at a somewhat opportune time that was June 2020. So I would say what I was not able to do was really get out in the community sort of early and go to different places. It can feel really challenging to meet new people when there's not the structure of school. But there in many places there's lots of really great like clubs, like hiking clubs or other like special interest clubs that meet regularly that I think can be helpful. I really love food, so I definitely that was one thing that I really like dived in a new place and was able to sort of explore my community by eating different foods. And then this is a really odd one. I don't know if others experience this when making a big move like that, but I know I felt like every time we got a little closer, I was like, is someone really not going to stop me? Like, do I actually have permission to like make this move? Because it was the first big adult move that I was making. So I suppose really just of that of like that's normal, I think. It can feel kind of odd. But it's really, really exciting. And that alumni directory, there may be some College of Pharmacy folks who live in the area that you're going to that you might be able to reach out to.
Yeah, thank you for sharing, Nicole.
Yeah, thank you. That was really, really great advice. And I love hiking, and I did not even think about like a hiking club as a way to like meet people and make friends.
Yeah, there's if you're going somewhere that has a lot of places to hike, I think there tend to be a lot of even different types of hiking clubs, if one is not quite the right fit. Um, yeah, that's wonderful.
What other questions or share with us where you're headed?
I will be headed to North Carolina. I matched a residency with Moose Pharmacy, so I'll be moving out to Concord.
Oh, I guess. And I'm going to be staying here in Iowa City. Matched with Towncrest Pharmacy here in Iowa City for PGY1.
Fantastic. Congratulations to you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I've actually, I believe it's in North Carolina, have some pharmacy school classmates of mine. They met in pharmacy school and got married. And now one of them runs a brewery in the area. It's called Highwire Brewery. So Chris Frosaker and Bryna are married, and they've got a couple locations down in that part of the country. So if you happen to see Highwire, they've got a soft spot in their heart for pharmacists. So it'd be great to stop in and connect that way too.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'll have to check them out.
Yeah. Anybody else want to share the next journey in your professional life? Or if you don't have a plan yet, that's great too.
So I am moving back to Illinois for my PGY1. I'll be in Downers Grove, Illinois, at Advocate. So excited about that. And I'm also getting married in August. So also excited about that.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm doing a PGY1 in managed care at Humana in Louisville, Kentucky. So excited to move there.
All right. You missed the Derby by just a little bit of time there, but hopefully something you'll get to experience in the future. That's great.
Yeah, I'm excited about that next year. I feel like everyone's been telling me like we'll come visit you next year for the Derby, so should be fun.
You'll have to start working on your outfit now. Find the perfect hat for the occasion.
I already did.
Oh, perfect. Cross that off the list. That's great.
I'll be staying in Iowa City and doing a PGY1 at the VA.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I will also be staying in Iowa City. I'm doing the HSPAL at UIHC. Excited about that.
Awesome. So you'll have a good group of folks that are staying in the area. So that'll be nice to have colleagues close.
I'm going to be moving out to Portland, Oregon, and completing a PGY1 out there.
Fantastic. Congratulations. Lots to see and do out that direction. So that'll be great. Congratulations. Welcome, Farah. I see you just jumped on. So the recent grads were just giving us a little bit of an update on where life is going to take them in the next few weeks to few months. But if you'd like to share any insight or reflections or words of encouragement, I'll turn it over to you.
Sure. Thank you, Emily. First of all, congratulations, everybody. It's such an exciting time to think that finally you're graduating from pharmacy school and you're going out into the full-fledged world and joining the pharmacy profession. I guess I would just say, don't forget the Iowa pharmacy family is behind you. And I still, to this day, like I will go out for a run or like be out and about. We were at the like embassy tours going on and I was wearing a Hawkeye shirt and somebody rolls down their window and goes like, "Go Hawks." And that family like stays with you forever. So it's gotten a little more intense as well because now I get stopped when I'm wearing Hawkeye gear and they're like, "Have you met Caitlin Clark?" I'm like, "From really far away." But it's just an exciting time. You earned this. You worked really hard. You got to this point. So don't forget to take some time to celebrate. I know like it's important to consider like, oh, I'm going to take the Naplex and all that, but just don't forget to take time to celebrate. Keep in touch with your Iowa pharmacy family. Stay in touch with the college. I know Kayla's already shared with you all ways to stay in touch with the college and keep up your contact information. They stay with you and they're just there to support you. So we're really excited to cheer you guys on. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Farah. Appreciate that. Any other questions? Any other news that you want to share?
I was just gonna tell Jacob, I went through the HSPL program too, and I currently teach in the MHA program for data analytics. So if you need any help navigating, just feel free to reach out.
Awesome. I will remember that. Thank you.
I'm just curious from the students, what skills or tools did you learn during rotations that you're gonna take with you during your residencies?
Something that I personally learned was I think being okay with feedback. Like there were times where I was on one rotation and my documentation was okay with one preceptor, but not with the other. And it's not like as if someone's giving feedback to you, you need to take that negatively. Everyone just works different. So it's okay if someone does give you feedback and just adjust yourself accordingly to each person. So that's one thing I got out of a lot of my rotations.
That's a great point, Ariba. I think it's really tough when you have all these different preceptors giving you feedback and you're like, how do I navigate this? Or which one do I take and implement? And it's a two-way conversation too. Just remember is the feedback you gave me actually getting me to my goals that I need to get to? And that's kind of feedback to your preceptors too of how to give feedback to you as well. So just remember that as well. It's a two-way street. It's not just one way.
I feel like rotations taught me how to be a little more comfortable with like not being right, or like if I don't know an answer, kind of like talking through my thought process out loud and not just being like, oh, I don't know. And I think that's going to serve me really well, like being able to talk through things like that and not having the mindset of like, if I'm not 100% sure, if I don't know, then I'm not saying anything.
Another great point for residency. It seems like you guys are gonna thrive during residency. You know, like all the tactics already, how to get through it.
I think I learned a lot about like how to advocate for myself and really seek out those extra opportunities, but also learning that I can't do everything. And if I'm not interested, kind of how to communicate that as well on the other side.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. You know, we talked a little bit at the beginning about saying yes to opportunities, but on the flip side of that, also knowing not to overextend yourself and overcommit. And so, yeah, finding that balance is really an important thing.
I think one big thing that I kind of got out of it was a lot of interactions with providers and kind of learning how to interact with different providers to give a recommendation, to have them, accept that recommendation by wording it a certain way, I think will definitely be helpful.
I'd be curious to know from you all, what is the thing that you're most excited about entering the healthcare profession as a pharmacist, specifically at this point in time, now that you maybe kind of know where you're headed and know kind of the specific area you're working in, what drives you, what really gets you charged up and excited to enter the next chapter here?
One thing for me that I'm looking forward to, I'm really interested in community pharmacy and independent pharmacy specifically. And I've gotten to see a lot of independent pharmacies here in Iowa. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing what that looks like in a different state. And I know that the pharmacy that I'll be at is also very progressive, forward thinking, and just really on the front line of expanding pharmacists' scope of practice in the community setting. And so I'm really excited to get to learn from the people out there.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
I think for me, it's giving back to the community that I was kind of raised in. Like I'm going back to my roots, going back to Illinois. So one thing is just like that's the like neighborhood I grew up in. So giving back to that community and also building my community in Illinois. I have this conversation all the time where like Iowa pharmacy was very like lucky for me. I enjoyed my time here. I love the community I made with my family. And hoping to make those interactions and those connections when I go back to Illinois.
That's great, especially when you have personal connections to the area, just can be fulfilling professionally, but also personally. So I'm really excited for you. That'll be great to return to something that feels like home and that's familiar. That's great.
I guess to go from Mo's question too as well, like something that I was really excited for that happened on rotations, or like that I take away from rotations, is how much I enjoy like providing patient care. And so then moving towards residency, I'm really excited for just like being, the most accessible form of healthcare in a community pharmacy, and just having those like meaningful patient interactions. As cheesy as it sounds, it really is like what fills my cup. So I'm really excited for that.
Yeah, that's so good to hear. Thank you.
I'm really excited to get like a formal managed care training, I guess, and a lot more of that. I think it's really exciting time to be in managed care with like the potential PBM reform and the rising costs of drugs, as well as like just rising costs of insurance and inflation in general.
Yes, definitely a pivotal time in our healthcare system for that. So very admirable to be jumping in headfirst into that and tackling that. So happy that there are people such as yourself that are doing that. So that's great, really exciting. Genesis board members, any other questions that we have for the students? The graduates, I should say. Well, thank you to our Genesis board members for joining us this evening, and to you, the graduates, just know that we are thinking about you this week, next week, the next couple months as you make this transition into the professional world. We're so incredibly proud of you. We know all the hard work and dedication that you put towards achieving this goal, and, let this week be a celebration. It should be exciting, lots of joyous moments that you get to spend not only with the faculty and staff and your cohort, but also with your friends and family. And we truly wish you the best. And again, as Kayla said, please stay connected to the college. Reach out to any one of us at any time if you need anything at all, even if it's just to give us an update on how things are going. And we wish you all of our best as you continue to make us proud as you go out into the world. So congratulations to you all, and please share this sentiment with the rest of your class as well.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you everyone for joining. We'll see you
Bye-bye.
on
Congrats.
Wednesday and Thursday for the big day.
Woohoo! Congratulations.
Bye. Have a great
Congrats to
night.
you all.